Hello everyone, in this video I'll be talking about mentality. Mentality in CSGO is one of the most important things. Mentality is just as important as your individual skill, as your game sense, as everything that you can do in game. Because mentality, if you have a bad mentality, you will play worse. If you have a good mentality, you will play better. And that's simply how it works. So in this video I'm going to explain you what the good mentality to play CSGO and to rank up is. So first, one thing that I call playing round by round. So what this means is you don't think about the previous round in the sense of that, let's say last round you were in a clutch and you lost. It was 1v3, you killed one person and then the other guys double picked you and killed you, and that got you tilted for some reason. Now the next round, during the freeze time, I don't want you to think how that happened, and I don't want you to have the clutch playing 10 times in your head how they double picked you. I want you to stop thinking about this previous round and think about what to do this round so you win the round. You're not going to think about them double picking you last round, because this is not going to be beneficial to you and this is not going to help you win the current round. You need to think about what to do now and how to not get yourself into that situation again, or if you get into a similar situation, how to win it. I don't need you to think about how your teammates threw the wrong flash last round. I want you to think about what you have to do this round, not what happened last round, because what happened last round is irrelevant. Unless it's something that they threw a flash second mid and they pushed through the balcony and through here. This you can remember, so now this round you know that you can play anti-flash for a few seconds and then look up. These things you can remember and you can think about them, but still think about what you're going to do this round. Don't think about the things that got you tilted unless they're this type of a thing that the enemy did specifically. If it was just you being in a clutch and then them double picking you, that doesn't matter for this round. It's not going to happen again. And if it happens again, then there's not much to do against it if you're in a 1v3 and they just double pick you. So think about what you're going to do this round, how you're going to do this, how you're going to play this round, and how you're going to win it. What utility you're throwing, what your team is doing, what strat you're running, all of that stuff. The second thing about mentality is the mentality of working every day towards your goals. So if you want to get better aim, you need to have the mentality that you have to train your aim every day. Now this is a part of mentality, because oftentimes, let's say today you say you have bad aim and you want to improve your aim and you're really excited about this. You're going to do this cool new aim routine, you're going to play that much for 200 kills every day, and you're excited for 2 days and then you're not excited and then you don't do the aim routine for 10 days in a row. Now this is a problem that happens because maybe you don't enjoy the aim routine anymore, maybe you're just bored of it, and that can happen because you don't have enough commitment. You need to do things every day no matter how you feel. You might feel tired one day, you might feel I don't know, whatever, you want to do something else the other day, but you cannot be like that because this is not consistent. And if you watch my previous videos, you know that I talk a lot about being consistent, doing the things every day, playing the deathmatch, watching the demos, because this is the most important thing. Doing it every single day, that's how you're going to improve. If you do it now and then do it in 5 days again, it's not as good as if you do it 5 days in a row. Like, if you do it now and then do it after 5 days, it's still worse than doing it now and doing it tomorrow again. You have to do it every day, as many days as you can in a row. Some days, of course, you will not be able to do something, but you have to do it as many days as possible in a row. That's how you're going to improve. So, even if you feel tired, even if you feel like doing something else, just if you want to do 200 kills on that match every day, and you really cannot do it today, then do 100. Don't do 0. Do 100. Do 50. Do anything. Anything is better than nothing. If you don't feel like doing 200, go for 100. If you don't feel like watching 2 demos, watch 1 demo. If you don't feel like 1 demo, watch 1/2 of the demo. It's that simple. Do something at least. If you are very tired, at least do something. Do some part of the thing. The important thing is doing it many days in a row. Even if now you don't do the whole thing, at least you did something. You didn't completely forget about it and didn't completely do nothing. At least do that. And if you can do the full thing, great. If you feel tired and you can still get 200 kills on that match, that is perfect, and that is what is going to help you the most. Now the third thing, this is not exactly about mentality, but it still kind of fits into mentality, and it's being professional. So what I mean by being professional is being serious about things and not taking things lightly and joking around. This is especially important in a team. You don't want to be all the time like not serious about it, being late for practice, like every day you are 30 minutes later than you should be. You are not paying attention in practice. Your IGO is speaking for 15 minutes and then you ask the same question 10 times and he has to explain the same thing over and over again because you are scrolling on Instagram while your IGO is talking and explaining a strat. You have to not do this. You have to be fully focused. Even if you are spectating your IGO, you have to be fully focused for no matter how much time he talks. You have to listen to him, listen to what he says. Because this is important. It's very important. You have to listen to him, you have to understand what he's saying and not do something else while he is explaining, because he's using his own time to explain something to you and then you don't pay attention. How do you expect to learn something? Be professional with things. Attend practice at the right time. If it's at 7, you go at 7. You don't go at 7:30 because you're wasting people's time. Those people taught at 7, you start the theory session, at 7:30 you are over with the theory session, and you start playing games, you start playing scrims. And then it happens that you are half an hour late, and then half an hour theory session, and then everyone has to go to bed half an hour later because you are half an hour late. And people don't like this, and it's very unprofessional, and can make people angry at you. So that's very important. And also being professional can be considered in my previous point, where I said about doing the things every day. This is also a part of being professional. And one good mentality that you can have is, imagine that you are already a professional player. Let's say you are a professional player. You play in Navi. Right? You play in Navi. You cannot all day lie on your bed and watch YouTube. You cannot do that. You have to play that much. You have to go at practice. You have to listen to the theory session carefully. Listen to what your IGO is saying. Listen to what the coach is saying. You have to play the scrims, full focus. If you imagine that you are already in Navi and you have to do the things that they do, you cannot slack off all day and be lazy and procrastinate all day. So if you really get that mentality in your head that you are already a professional player, and think about what if you are a professional player, what you would do right now. If you manage to get that mentality and you really think about it, really think about what you have to do, it's impossible to be procrastinating all day and to not do anything. Because if you are actually in Navi and you are procrastinating all day, not playing that much, guess what would happen? You would get kicked instantly. So you can imagine that. You can do this in real life about things. It can help you a lot. This is a very good thing that I have done in the past and it has worked great for me. Something that has worked for me, and it is interesting what I did. You can do that as well. You put a wallpaper of a team on your computer. Let's say you put a Navi wallpaper. And now you imagine that you are in the Navi bootcamp with this wallpaper to kind of remind you every time you see the wallpaper that you are in the Navi bootcamp, and think about what would I do right now if I was in a Na'vi bootcamp? I would play that much. I would watch a demo. I would find a pistol threat on Inferno because we singled last time. And I'm going to explain it to my IGL, see if he agrees, if he thinks it's a good threat. All of those things. And those things are going to help you progress as a player, those things about mentality, because mentality is really, really important. Without mentality, you have a lot lower skill ceiling. With good mentality, you can improve much more and you instantly play better when you finally adapt the good mentality that I'm talking about. So try to implement all of these things, and I promise they will work. So I hope you learned something new. I hope this video really helped you. And if so, you can leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any upcoming content. Thank you for watching.